But talk a little bit about kind of how you see what I do from the kind of the mental and the focus perspective of getting you not just thinking about your business, but thinking about how it relates to your purpose and life and the other
Mhm.
things that you're doing. Because, as you continue to transition your business, you're making some significant changes in what you do outside of the office.
Mhm. Well, I spent what 15 years in this business and 14 years in banking before that, with the sole purpose of trying to be successful as a business person, um, as a manager, and as a leader, and gave really not a whole lot of attention to my personal life and the goals that I was trying to achieve there. And I think that was another thing that clicked right when you and I started working together. Was mentally I was ready to focus elsewhere. If you recall, I'd had almost sold my practice at that point in time, and thank goodness I didn't. Uh, what it's allowed me to do in working with you, half our conversations aren't about business, half of it's about life, and half of it's about where this fits in life. What am I trying to do next? My next chapter. The succession planning, the building of the company, are all now leading me down that path of being able to accomplish those next goals, which again I've already started on, and that has been a huge reward of working together. When we first started talking, I had no idea this would be as personal of a relationship as it has become. I mean, it was all about I've got to find a coach to help me again drive business. It's just moved past that, and I would certainly encourage any advisor that's talking to you to think outside the box that way, because it does become more about life balance and opportunities outside of just running a practice.
Because you can't grow a successful business if you are growing it in exclusion of all this other craziness going on in your life. But when the rest of your life is calmer, more peaceful, in alignment, the business lines up. The decisions become easier.
Exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. You again, it's funny how it works when you broaden the focus, when you're thinking about all the different pieces, how they fit together. The one little thing or things that are going wrong aren't that big a deal. You kind of can put them in perspective, and again, it makes you a better leader and it makes you a better advisor as you deal with whether it's employees or clients, whatever you're dealing with. I think you just get a lot better at what you're doing when you have that perspective.
That's awesome. I appreciate your taking a few extra minutes to talk about that, because that's actually probably the part of what I do that I enjoy the most, is making sure that it isn't just about business. That like recently I've been talking to people about, growing seven-figure and beyond purpose-driven businesses, and making sure that we don't put the numbers always ahead of what it is you're trying to accomplish in life, both personally and with the things that your business can do. Because obviously, if you grow a great business, you have the ability to do great things in your community, for your family, for the people you care about.
Well, I think the biggest reward I have from a company perspective now is through all the work we've done together, the succession planning that we've done together with FP Transitions Help. Uh, I feel very rewarded that I get to pass this on to four new owners, four guys that are younger than me, that have bright futures. Quite honestly, are probably better advisors than me. But it's a rewarding to be able to build that, being able to tell clients that, hey, it's not going to stop with me. That this is getting better, and our goal is to create, with legacy, as it sounds, multiple generations of ownership in this thing. And that has been probably the biggest reward from a company perspective. And again, something that when you and I first started, I wasn't even thinking about.
Right.
But this is where it's led.
When you have a company named Legacy, and one of your goals is to help your clients build legacies, it's great that you're building a legacy for yourself along the way.
Exactly right.
Okay, cool.